Welcome back to Prop News Time. Here are the headlines for the day. NHB Residex reports 7.5% annual rise in property prices across Indian cities. Property prices rose in 48 out of 50 Indian cities in the final quarter of financial year 2024-25, according to NHB's latest Residex report. The Housing Price Index, HPI, recorded a 7.5% annual increase, up from 5.1% a year earlier, highlighting strong market momentum. Bengaluru led with 13.1% growth, followed by Kolkata, 9.6%, Chennai, 9%, and Pune, 6.8%. Only Howrah and Thiruvananthapuram saw price declines. Sequentially, prices rose 1.9% between January and March. The RBI's recent 25 basis point repo rate cut, the first in 5 years, has lowered home loan rates, further supporting demand. The data signals continued market recovery and growing developer confidence. Pune's INR 50,000 crore infrastructure leap, metro expansion, expressway, and riverfront to redefine urban growth. Pune is undergoing a significant transformation with infrastructure projects totaling over INR 50,000 crore. Key developments include the INR 9,897 crore Pune Metro, Phase 2 expansion, the INR 50,000 crore Pune, Bengaluru Expressway, and the INR 5,500 crore Mulla Mutha Riverfront project. Additional initiatives encompass the INR 8,313 crore Pune Metro line. 3. The INR 1,626 crore road development allocation in the PMC budget and the INR 400 crore per kilometer Yeravada-Katraj twin tunnel project. These projects aim to enhance connectivity, reduce traffic congestion, and improve the quality of life for Pune's residents. Mahada slashes prices of over 6,200 affordable homes in Thane to attract EWS buyers. The Maharashtra Housing and Area Development Authority, MHADA, has lowered the prices of 6,248 apartments in Thane in an effort to increase demand among economically disadvantaged section home buyers. These flats, constructed by the Konkan Housing and Area Development Board, are located in Khoni, Shilpata, and Kalyan. Initially launched at higher rates earlier this year, the lack of response prompted a price cut of up to INR 1,43,000 per flat. The new pricing is expected to improve affordability and encourage participation in upcoming sales rounds. A residential flat spanning 1,215 square feet sold in L&T Evara Heights DA to in Thane's Pokhran Road for INR 2 crore 72 lakh. A residential flat spanning 1,059 square feet sold in Tirupati Heights in Thane's Kopar Khairan for INR 1 crore 85 lakh. A residential flat spanning 1,686 square feet sold in Laksora, Crystal Antara, in Thane's Manpada for INR 1 crore 83 lakh NBCC to revamp PFC's new Nauroji Nagar office with INR 161.5 crore fit-out project. In a significant development within the commercial real estate segment, NBCC Ltd, a government-owned construction and consultancy firm, has secured an INR 161.55 crore project from Power Finance Corporation, PFC, for the complete interior fit-out of its newly purchased office space at the World Trade Center in Nauroji Nagar, New Delhi. The Memorandum of Understanding between the two entities was signed earlier this week. The office space, spread across all 10 floors of Tower H, G+9, spans a total carpet area of 270,758 square feet. This collaboration highlights the growing demand for premium commercial spaces in strategic business districts. Prayagraj cracks down on over 2,000 PMAY defaulters, initiates recovery actions. The Prayagraj District Administration has initiated stringent recovery actions against more than 2,000 beneficiaries of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, PMAY, who received financial assistance but failed to construct their homes. The defaulters include 1,507 rural beneficiaries under PMA Gramin and 504 urban beneficiaries under PMA Urban. Notably, nearly 470 urban beneficiaries received financial aid almost 6 years ago, but have yet to commence construction. The administration is preparing to issue recovery certificates, RCs, from the respective tehsils to reclaim the misused public funds. Google secures 870,000 square feet office space in Bengaluru, marking major real estate deal Google IT Services India Pavot. Limited has renewed its lease for 870,000 square feet of office space at Bagmane Capital Business Park in Bengaluru, reinforcing its long-term commitment to India's digital economy. The 5-year lease covers 2 towers, Kyoto East and West, along the Outer Ring Road, with monthly rent set at INR 7 crore 50 lakh and a 15% escalation after the first and third years. Google also deposited over INR 38 crore as security. One of 2025's largest commercial leasing deals, the renewal signals Bengaluru's continued importance as a tech hub. It follows Google's broader real estate expansion across India, including major leases in Gurugram and Whitefield. NAI cracks down on KNR constructions after NH66 embankment collapse in Kerala. Following the recent failure of a reinforced earth wall on the Ramanattukara-Valanchery stretch of NH66 in Kerala, the National Highways Authority of India, NHAI, has taken swift, punitive measures against KNR Constructions Limited. The firm, which was the concessionaire for the nearly completed project, has been barred from participating in current and future bids. The project's embankment had reportedly collapsed earlier this week, prompting a thorough investigation. Initial findings indicate negligence on the part of the contractor. The project consultant and several key officials have also faced suspensions, with further guidelines expected to prevent similar failures in future highway projects across the state. Environmental activists challenge Ludhiana authorities over illegal construction on protected green spaces. Environmental activists in Ludhiana have issued a legal notice to municipal authorities for allegedly allowing illegal construction on protected greenbelt areas, violating Supreme Court and National Green Tribunal (NGT) directives. The Public Action Committee (PAC) has given officials a 3-week deadline to reverse the encroachments or face legal escalation before the NGT. Activists accuse agencies like the Ludhiana Municipal Corporation, Improvement Trust, and GLADA of collusion in facilitating these violations, including building extensions on parkland. They demand restoration of affected areas and strict adherence to environmental laws. The case highlights growing tensions between urban development and ecological protection, potentially setting a precedent for other cities. Mumbai's slum redevelopment projects attract interest from top developers. Mumbai's slum rehabilitation push has drawn interest from around 50 leading developers following the BMC's call for expressions of interest, EOI, for 64 redevelopment projects on municipal lands under DCPR 2034 Regulation 33-10. Major players like Adani Realty, Rustomjee, Vadva Group, and JSW Realty participated in a pre-bid meeting to discuss BMC's 32 redevelopment conditions. Key concerns included unclear data on eligible slum households and rigid land reservations. BMC assured developers that these issues would be reviewed. With incentives such as up to 4 FSI, fungible FSI, and TDRs, the initiative reflects growing industry confidence and marks a major step in Mumbai's urban renewal efforts. BMC urges residents in vulnerable slum zones to relocate as monsoon nears amid pre-monsoon conditions and the looming onset of the rainy season. The Brihan-Mumbai Municipal Corporation, BMC, issued an urgent appeal earlier this week, urging slum dwellers in landslide-prone areas such as Vikhroli and Ghatkopar to move to safer locations. This directive comes after repeated warnings from civic officials and follows a pattern of landslide-related incidents recorded in recent years. With monsoon-related disasters, including landslides and house collapses, historically impacting hillside settlements, BMC's renewed focus highlights the growing risks and the need for preventive relocation in identified high-risk zones across the city. CBI investigates 24 real estate projects in major fraud case affecting home buyers. The Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI, has initiated investigations into 24 real estate projects across Noida, Greater Noida, and the Yamuna Expressway, following a Supreme Court directive earlier this week. The probe focuses on alleged financial irregularities within subvention schemes that may have defrauded thousands of home buyers. The CBI has requested detailed records from development authorities, including layout plans, sanction letters, dues statements, and registry details, to assess potential violations of Reserve Bank of India, RBI, and National Housing Bank, NHB guidelines. The investigation also aims to determine whether funds were diverted from construction activities. Maharashtra drafts integrated parking policy to curb urban congestion. In an effort to combat growing vehicular congestion across Maharashtra, the State Transport Department has initiated work on a comprehensive parking policy. The proposed framework is expected to mandate vehicle buyers to show proof of available parking space before registration. Discussions were recently held between Transport Minister Pratap Sarnaik, officials from the Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, MMRDA, municipal corporations, and senior transport authorities to shape this initiative. The state has also directed municipal bodies to utilize government-owned public spaces for parking to alleviate the burden on city infrastructure. Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation to roll out self-assessment tool for property tax estimation. Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation is set here to launch a self-assessment software that allows property owners to estimate future property tax liabilities for new constructions and property modifications. This step aims to simplify the property tax process by enabling taxpayers to receive preliminary tax calculations online before official validation. Alongside this, the AMC has witnessed considerable success with its Advance Property Tax Payment Scheme, which has generated significant revenue and engaged over 500,000 citizens. The new software tool promises to bring transparency and ease to Ahmedabad's property tax system. Gurugram civic body intensifies crackdown on property tax defaulters owing over INR 50 lakh taka. The Municipal Corporation of Gurugram, MCG, has escalated its efforts to recover property tax dues by issuing notices to 22 major defaulters, each owing more than INR 50 lakh. This action forms part of a larger crackdown, with lists of defaulters prepared for every municipal zone. The MCG has also warned residents against engaging middlemen for property tax corrections and urged direct reporting of such incidents. Following years of minimal enforcement that saw revenue dip drastically, the corporation is now enforcing stricter penalties, including property sealing and auctioning, to ensure timely tax compliance and secure funds for city development. Asia Pacific real estate investments rise 11% in Q1 2025. Driven by strong sectors, CBRE recently released its Q1 2025 Asia Pacific Cap Rate Survey, offering insights into regional capital markets and investor sentiment. The report indicated an 11% year-on-year surge in commercial real estate investment to USD 33 billion, driven by lower interest rates and asset repricing. Despite concerns about newly introduced tariffs, particularly among investors in mainland China, Hong Kong, and Singapore, the broader market has remained resilient. Notably, cap rate divergence emerged across the region, with compression in Australia and pressure in Greater China. Investor interest has intensified in sectors such as Australian retail, multifamily housing, and data centers, pointing to a promising outlook. Arvind Smart Spaces posts 24% rise in profit amid robust growth and expansion plans. Arvind Smart Spaces Limited, a leading real estate developer headquartered in Ahmedabad, has reported a 24% increase in consolidated net profit for the fourth quarter of the financial year 2024-25, reaching INR 19 crore 14 lakh, compared to INR 15 crore 49 lakh in the same quarter last year. This growth was supported by a substantial rise in total income. For the entire fiscal year, net profit more than doubled to INR 110 crore 49 lakh, while total income more than doubled as well. The board has proposed a final dividend, reflecting the company's strong financial health. Strategic expansions into Mumbai and Ahmedabad mark the company's efforts to diversify and strengthen its market presence. Century Real Estate secures INR 1,850 crore funding to fuel expansion in Bengaluru. Century Real Estate, one of South India's major property developers, raised INR 1,850 crore in debt funding to strengthen its presence in Bengaluru's thriving residential and commercial property sectors. The funding round, led by Ares Asia and SC Lowy, will support both ongoing and upcoming developments. Ares Asia committed INR 1,600 crore in 2 installments, while SC Lowy contributed INR 250 crore. This capital boost aligns with Century's broader strategy to capture rising market demand, particularly in the Grade A commercial and residential segments. Interact Building Solutions posts record profit and income, plans first ever dividend. Interact Building Solutions, a key player in the pre-engineered steel construction sector, registered a robust 30% rise in net profit to INR 38 crore, 68 lakh during the final quarter of the previous financial year, driven by a significant increase in revenue. The company's total income surged to INR 470 crore, 58 lakh in the January-March quarter, while annual figures reached INR 1,474 crore 47 lakh. Managing Director Arvind Nanda highlighted this as the company's best ever financial performance and announced the proposal of its first ever dividend. He expressed optimism about maintaining growth in the ongoing fiscal year, backed by a solid order pipeline. Uttarakhand aims to become global hub for health and wellness tourism. With Ayush policy, Uttarakhand's tourism sector has gained significant momentum owing to robust infrastructure development, enhanced healthcare services, and improved accessibility. Under the guidance of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, Chief Minister Shri Pushkar Singh Dhami has been actively implementing the Ayush Policy 2023, aimed at transforming the state into a hub of wellness and health tourism. The spiritual significance of the Char Dham Yatra, coupled with modern facilities for pilgrims, is fueling growth in footfall. Focused efforts on high-altitude healthcare, road connectivity, and medical emergency readiness are reshaping the state's appeal as a holistic destination for spiritual and wellness-based experiences. ITC reports sharp rise in quarterly profit, maintains stable revenue performance. ITC Lutti, one of India's leading diversified conglomerates, recorded an impressive financial performance for the quarter and fiscal year that concluded recently. The company's consolidated net profit for the final quarter saw a nearly four-fold increase year-on-year, while its annual profit surged close to 69%. Although quarterly revenue growth remained subdued, annual revenue witnessed a healthy 10.4% rise. The board has recommended a final dividend of INR 7.85 per ordinary share, reflecting confidence in the company's financial strength. Interestingly, ITC's shares closed lower on the day the results were declared, as the announcement came after trading hours. MMRDA gears up to ensure seamless metro rides and infra works during monsoon. The Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, MRDA, has introduced a comprehensive action plan aimed at maintaining uninterrupted metro services and safeguarding infrastructure works across the Mumbai metropolitan region during the monsoon season. Key initiatives include a 24/7 disaster control room, enhanced safety and surveillance systems, and proactive inspections of metro infrastructure to address rain-related challenges. Measures such as sealing train roofs, inspecting drainage, and deploying emergency teams have also been implemented. The authority has also prioritized rapid response protocols, including CCTV surveillance and flood level tracking, to ensure commuter safety during emergencies. Adani Group commits Rs 50,000 crore investment to Northeast India over next decade. At the Rising Northeast Investors Summit, Gautam Adani announced a fresh Rs 50,000 crore investment across Northeast India over the next decade, doubling the Adani Group's earlier commitment to Assam. The new investment will focus on green energy, power transmission, roads, digital infrastructure, and logistics, alongside community-driven initiatives like skilling and entrepreneurship. Adani emphasized inclusive growth aligned with the national vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. He credited PM Modi's proactive development push, marked by Rs 6,20,000 crore in regional investment since 2014, as the catalyst for the region's transformation. The initiative underscores public-private collaboration and the Northeast's rising prominence in India's growth story. That's a wrap for today. Tune in tomorrow for the latest headlines.